Alright, it's Michael Christopher again, here at the East Hartford Police Department, protesting silently, peacefully, about police corruption in the state of Connecticut, and Ned Lamont's corruption. Alright? They have forced a red flag law extreme protection order on me by pretty much pushing a whole bunch of these scenarios on me with stalking me for 2 weeks, harassing me, surveilling me, getting me to the point of paranoia, like what the hell have I done here? Then they followed that up with wellness checks. 4 wellness checks in less than a week. For no reason. I was just simply because of community policing and police triangulating family, friends, and co-workers against you. It's gang stalking. Gang stalking and targeting individuals. Alright, today I'm going to cover May 7th. May 7th of 2025. Alright? I destroyed my house on May 5th because of harassment. Police just violating my privacy. They entered my house multiple times when I wasn't there. And then they just continued to harass me to the point where I had fucking enough. They involved my family members, and it's like I had enough. I didn't want to take it anymore, so I took off for my peace of mind. For my peace of mind. Alright, before I took off, on May 6th, my previous co-worker of mine drops off wood in my driveway. The guy who worked with Hanwha Aerospace, the one who was pretty much threatening to shoot me, but it got to a point in Hanwha Aerospace where they were trying to set it up like I was going to bring a gun to work. This whole situation's been set up. Hanwha Aerospace has close ties to the state of Connecticut and has vested interests. So on May 6th, I called this Joe Loretta guy, say, why'd you drop wood off at my house? I want to give it back to you. He says, don't come to my house. I said, fine, I'll leave it right in front of your house, no problem. I take off, never talk to this guy again. I take off, and then on May 7th, him and his brother decide to go to the Enfield Police Department to trespass me. Never been to these people's properties before, already over the situation, left, not even in town anymore. Haven't talked to these guys, and they're go to the Enfield Police Department, file a trespassing complaint. The cop calls me, I acknowledge it, no problem. I tell him, they dropped wood off at my place. It was no big deal. Come to find out, they were they made these reports about harassment. I'm gonna read them to you, but this just goes to show how they were setting people up. Never been to these people's property. Never been to these two people's property before. And they're trying to charge me with harassment. When these are the people harassing me, these are the gun owners that threatened to shoot me. Joel Loretta, Paul Loretta, and Dan Russell. All of Hanwha Aerospace, all gun owners that came up to me, all 3 of them, and said they would pretty much take me out if I didn't leave them alone. And this is a very important part of the story because this goes back to being set up and people trying to say that I'm a threat and them pretty much taking my rights to own a gun away. It's bullshit. I've been set up by the state of Connecticut, Hanwha Aerospace, and East Hartford Police Department to be made out something that I'm not. Alright, so there's a lot of police reports here, but where this involves me is on This is how they were gaining access to my house. All right, I was out of town I was out of town. I think I was in Pennsylvania at the time. Might even have been already in Virginia, West Virginia, and they go file it. These two go file a trespassing complaint in Enfield and try to get harassment charges. There was nothing there, but he included it on the police report. What do? They call East Hartford Police Department so they can go to my house. All right, and this is where it takes another drastic turn. Because I destroyed my house for a lot of reasons, but it was mainly to get away from the East Hartford Police Department and the harassment, stalking, and targeting that was going on. I never threatened anyone. I've never hurt anyone, but they're trying to make it out like I'm a threat to society, like I'm gonna fucking hurt someone. It's ridiculous, and people need to know that they can just fucking profile you like this. I got nothing on my record of any violent crimes whatsoever, and they're trying to just make a record of this bullshit. Just to set the table once again to take my rights to own a gun away and involuntarily commit me. All right, so this is the police report from May 7th. From Walter Cunningham and Paul Mucci. All right, so on May, police report number, East Hartford Police Department, May 7th, police report number 2500-014464. All right, on May 7th at 11:53, I was dispatched to 30 Murray Street to assist police to trespass in a complaint in their town. It should be known that this call was later determined to be a missing person complaint. While en route to location, dispatch requested police make contact with Michael Goldsborough to inform him he was being trespassed from 2 different locations he's never been to. It should be noted that East Hartford police have responded to Michael's address multiple times in the last few weeks regarding Michael's mental status. He was involved in a motor vehicle accident with the last year, which left him with an apparent traumatic brain injury. It's not apparent. They're just setting the table, putting facts out there to make it look like, just to bring me down. Just to bring me down and set the table. But it should be known that, let's see if I can find this police report here. Because they loaded me with so many fucking police reports. Just to set the fucking table, it's hard to keep track of this bullshit. Alright, so I said that he did this at 11:53. I called Bianca Krisnowak, I don't know, this fucking cop, female police officer from East Hartford Police Department at 9:18 in the morning. I called her at 9:18 in the morning. And this is a police report stating that I was out of town, and it says in the police report that I feel like people were out to get me because I was being harassed by a lot of these employees from Hanwha Aerospace and being followed, stalked, and targeted by the state police and East Hartford Police Department. All right, I'll go into that police report right after this one. I'm trying to keep my cool about this, and I am a very reasonable person, but people target you and just create these bullshit police reports just to discredit you. It's not right, and people need to know that East Hartford and the state of Connecticut, and what I'm finding out, South Windsor and Enfield are corrupt as hell. People need to realize these towns are very close together, and what I'm coming to find out, a lot of these police officers, firefighters, and EMTs know each other quite a bit, and it's this is a problem of living in small towns close to each other like this. They can just gang up on like that, and everyone can just fucking make it. It's all a game to them. But I'm trying to make light of it as best as I can, but they've violated my civil rights, and I'm doing the best I can to get the information out there to tell people that this isn't right. All right, So upon arrival at the residence, I was unable to make contact with Michael after knocking on multiple doors. Shortly after arrival, Michael's residence, Sergeant Mucci, arrived on scene. I contacted Officer Weiss from the Enfield Police, who relayed that Michael had texted several individuals from Enfield earlier this morning. No, I did not. That was on the 6th. They're making this information up. And this is what I have a big problem with, that I can't prove. So I just need, this is one of the many reasons I'm making it known that these people are fucking corrupt. Earlier in the morning, stated he was going to come to their address with wood, which prompted the trespass complaint by Enfield Police. That makes no sense because I wasn't even in town. I was out of state. Alright, well at the scene, officers observed all windows within the home permanently removed. The windows and blinds were only remaining and protruded from the frames. As officers began to look through several of the first floor windows, which I'm not sure, I mean, they might have broke my civil rights right there. It wasn't a welfare check. It was simply a trespassing call, and meanwhile they're putting their heads through the window. A little fishy, and shows that maybe they were trying to do something more than what they were actually there for. All right. I'm not going to go over the rest of this because it pretty much just goes over me destroying my house and then boarding it up. I mean, it's no big deal to me. But it's very important. Alright, sorry about that. So it's very important to know that this was all set up. So here's the police report when I called at 9:18 in the morning out of town to try and say, hey, I'm not a missing person. I told you I was going on vacation, and they're issuing me as a missing person. It's ridiculous. So this is what Bianca goes on to say. Police report number 2500-014-464. On 5/7, just before 9:20, East Hartford Police Department transferred a phone call from Goldsboro to my East Hartford issued cell phone. So this is where people need to realize one of the corrupt ways I've noticed that the East Hartford has been working. You know, they were contacting me many times from East Police Department issued cell phone. And this is what people need to realize. These aren't recorded calls. I came to find that out the hard way. But don't talk to police officers on their cell phone. Get it on the dispatch. If you do talk to them on your cell phone, record it. Because that's a way what I found out, this is a way that they go to change the story. And it's unrecorded and it can't be verified. So therefore it's just their fucking word. Alright, so transferred a phone call from Goldsboro to my East Hartford Police Department issued cell phone. Goldsboro stated he was calling to see if he had committed a crime at the residence. I didn't call to see that. I called to see why I'm a missing person. You know, Goldsboro also advised me the reason he destroyed the home was because he felt the neighbor that lived 2 houses to the left wanted his home for himself and was breaking in. That's half the story. This is where she at least says that I told her that this guy was breaking in, which I previously stated in earlier videos. I've got this guy recorded saying that he went into my house. I brought this to the East Hartford Police Department, and they won't even entertain that fucking idea. This just goes to show they're trying to spin their own narrative. Goldsboro explained that if he ruined his home, no one would try to take it from him. I did that just to for many reasons, but that really wasn't it. Goldsboro also noted that he felt racially profiled in the neighborhood as a minority Caucasian male. Yes, I did. Goldsboro indicated that he planned to return to his house in following weeks and asked permission to stay in the garage, which was not damaged. I advised Goldsboro that he should contact East Hartford Police Department upon his arrival to remove himself from a missing person. Goldsboro stated he was not missing and refused to provide the location out of town. Goldsboro consented to engaging in FaceTime call, however. This application would not work due to him not having an iPhone. And this was very weird to me because I told her that I didn't, but she said, "Oh, okay, let's give it a try." And there's something more to that I haven't been able to put together yet. I encourage old Goldsboro to make contact with local law enforcement in whatever jurisdiction he was presently in to show them that he was okay to remove them as a missing person. Note that while speaking with Goldsboro, he appeared to be paranoid that people were after him and wanted his house. Goldsboro made reference to traumatic brain injury several times and insisted that he was not crazy, even though his actions made him appear to be crazy. So, let me speak on this, because what I've found out, there's very interesting facts that go into that statement right there. Okay, while speaking with Goldsboro, it appeared that he was paranoid and that people were after him. First of all, I was not paranoid. And people were after me. They were after my house, which I'll go on to explain in further detail before. There's a lot of people involved in real estate agents, and especially as I'm coming to find out, I think his name, Officer Joe Futter from the South Windsor Police Department. So, well, she said that at around 9:20 in the morning. I've recently come to find out that both those brothers, Joel and Paul Loretta, went to the Enfield Police Department at 10:25 a.m., just an hour after I called saying people were after me and they wanted my fucking house and getting harassed. I mean, is that a little bit of a convenience? Alright, I'll read you the Enfield police report here from this Joel Oretta guy who randomly just brought wood to my house. And he went to the police department. So this is what the Enfield Police Department says. Keep in mind, they went to my house on May 7th. Alright. On May 6th at 9:57, Joel received a missed call from Goldsboro. Goldsboro then texted at 9:49 saying he was going to stop by the home to drop off a pile of wood that miraculously appeared in my driveway. At 10:12, Goldsboro texted again asking what his current address is and asked if it was 25 Indian Run, which is his brother Paul's address. The next day at 5:07, Joel spoke with Enfield Police Officer Lewis, who instructed him he could text Goldsboro saying he did not wish to be contacted anymore. After May 6th, I never talked to Joel Loretta again. Alright? This is where they're making up information. Joel did so, but Goldsboro seemed to have ignored his request and continued to text him regarding the pile of wood. Alright, this incident was made on... Incident report was made on the 8th. The 8th of May. And there's just a lot of stuff adding up here. Joel then came back to Enfield Police Department with his brother to have Goldsboro trespass, even though I've never been on the property and I've never talked to Paul. It was at this time that Joel and Paul, they told Joel and Paul it'd be a good idea to block Goldsboro's number. Alright. So I thought that was a very important piece of information, okay? I talked to this Officer Bianca from East Hartford Police Department at 9:20. Tell her that I'm not missing and that people are out to get me and it's a real estate grab. And what do you know, on 10:20 on the 7th, Joe Loretta goes there. It's not right. You know, the state of Connecticut's corrupt as hell, and they were trying to push this red flag law on me, and the way they were doing this was by means of Hanwha Aerospace. All right, it's not right. It's not right at all, and I'm gonna keep telling my story. But for now, I think that's a pretty good amount, and we'll keep continuing tomorrow. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.